Greetings, fellow apocalypse survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Escape the Tomb World, Episode 6, Hitting the Books. So right now what I need to do is I need to start to work on anti-radiation gear, because without anti-radiation gear, I'm not going to be able to get to the AI ship. One requires the other. So that is what I'm doing now. Rad. Let's build this jade wall and get techie. Refuel the passive cooler. Yeah, for those that are not familiar with this mod, I don't blame you for not knowing what needs to be done. That's why I'm just taking the reins, because I don't expect you to know it necessarily. All right, techie, go in here, chill. No, see, you're sort of heat stroke, and you're gonna die if you don't be smarter. I'm also gonna place a passive cooler down there. Try to keep their bedrooms a little bit cooler. Alright, I'll have to scrounge around the map for... Yeah, you're fine. I'll have to scrounge around the map for additional wood, and I'll be doing that shortly. So here... We've not hauled in all of it yet, but there's not too much of it. There's the passive cooler, so that we don't overheat. Bear meat's going bye-bye, but that's fine. Why aren't you... Oh, cooking is suspended, so let me switch that around. There we go. (94/88), he'll be okay. Alright, Rad. Let's get you to research over everything else. We have plenty of raw fungus, so that's not going to be much of an issue. And then I think I'm going to have techie construct. Cowboy hats and dusters would be good, but they take up spots of radiation gear. So I think just mitigating it by being in cooled areas is going to be better in the long run. I could make some cowboy hats, but that means that Rad wouldn't make progress on the thing that I've made a priority anyway, so it's going to have to wait and not be done. Yeah, I'm not that worried about the heat stroke, to be honest. Heat wave's over and it'll subside. Alright. Dennis can take the reins for the one responsible for the one responsible for all the farming now that he's level 6. Leaving Rad to research primarily, and then Techie to do construction, taking over for Cam, who was let go. I guess is the nicest way to put it. Would it be worth the negatives to butcher corpses and make chem fuel out of them? No. I'm not needing additional organics right now. If I could butcher the corpses for wood, but, like, that's obviously not a thing. I do have a chem fuel generator, yeah. And I'll even designate power. Get these batteries filled. One thing I'd like to do with Dennis, once he's done sowing, is to go around the map cutting any of the roots that are fully grown, so I can maximize the wood that I have, so that I can power up passive coolers. The issue with AC coolers is that there's nowhere to dump the heat because the whole map is sort of inside. Oh, Rhad and Techie. Power couple now. Techie, don't get any ideas in real life. I'm a taken man. Alright, I'll get that bed constructed. Normal. We could do better than that. I guess the best we could do is good. I will. Dennis. This here is going to become a hospital bed, where this is going to be your new bedroom. Or actually, maybe this one. Oh, you did not move it. Let's try that again. So the good news is we'll be able to put all of the other bedrooms down here, Dennis and Eli. That way they're all cooled to some degree. There we go. So all the bedrooms we have are down here, and the middle one's actually impressive because of the double jade. I have a lot more jade, so I could make it a lot more impressive. And maybe over time we do that with jade sculptures or something like that. Oh, look at you. You got killed, but you're barely eaten. I'll run down there myself. I have to go through massive amounts of nasty corpses. Where are you going? Okay. Gotta be careful. I'll allow that, but then you're going to be restricted inside. And let's update the inside zone. So we have another southern way out that isn't clogged with corpses, which is good. Alright, research going. That's a hospital. So the other thing I wanted to do with Techie should just keep trying to construct. So I'll give Techie a lot of stuff to just smooth as a passive way to gain construction skill. What does the world map look like? Like this. I'll be replacing the steel walls that I'm destroying right now with the jade ones. Jade walls and doors. I probably should build these with Rhad though, because there's a high chance to fail with Techie because Techie's skill is so low that I'm going to keep Techie from doing it. But having a very nice and pretty dining room ought to help a bunch. As you can see, it's getting Well, it's about to get prettier. Still not enclosed, but working on it. There, very impressive. Oh, I'm missing a door. I was wondering why it was a hospital. I like the discussion about free voting. Yeah. A lot of my series includes, obviously, a lot of free voting. But there is the caveat, which is that for me to be able to succeed in such a scenario that has a well-defined goal, it's also really important to be working towards said goal. So I have to balance my time between incorporating projects that you all desire and working towards my end goal. And that balance is not always that easy to keep balanced. Which is why I'll take over every now and then, just to make sure, just to gently guide us in the correct direction. You can think of it that way. So I'm also just cleaning up this area as well, because I think I'm going to have plenty of manual labor to do it. Yoda's pacing back and forth has caused... Yeah, that's you, dude. Has caused a lot of filth. Gradual filth buildup. But I think Eli has pretty much nothing better to do at the moment. Unless I get an art bench, which I haven't done yet. Well, there's some of the additional cloth, which will be very useful for clothing production. So if we take a look at the clothing production, speaking of which... We do have the black gas masks and the black hazard suits. So these require silver, steel, cloth, and components. And then the mask will require gas masks to be refilled, which, if I take a look at the gas masks here for radiation protection, is made on electric smithy. Or field smithy, but in my case it's going to be electric. So I'm going to get an electric smithy here as well. That there. I also should make an effort to get some more components. So I'm going to be running out soon. So I will allow a miner to go here, somewhat supervised. Hey, buddy. They want to see you. He's like, what's up? Alright, so I'm missing components now, and I'm just going to have Eli be the one that mines it. So this is just to be able to get around into the stockpile quickly. And then supervising you to mine the components. At 5 in the morning, it should be low traffic for creatures that want to eat my face, I hope. I also have 7 wood left. Whoa, maybe not. Maybe not low traffic. Noted. So, as I said, having Dennis, during the wee hours where the animals are asleep, it would be good to have Dennis go and cut down some of those giant roots. Alright, not you, Techie. So this smithy will allow us to make radiation masks. these gas mask filters. Do until we have, let's say, 20. And these require rad pills and rad fungus. Rad pills will require us to get drug production, which I will go for after microelectronics. And puppy treats. There you go. I'm actually going to run to the bathroom real quick. So I'm going to save while I do that and put Yoda on. So, giant Yoda for you. I'll zoom out. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So I'm going to update the goal here to actually just focus on research. That's probably more true. Oh no, all my rad fungus just went poof. I wish I had noticed in time. So Yoda Zone, I'm going to remove from cleaning. And a hydrate. Cheers. Lazaresi, thank you for the resub, and you're welcome for the content. I am happy to do it. So it's still clean, and we are still... Ooh, 4 hours left. Let's cook this up as fast as I can. We're still researching. Or we were, until I had to... What biome is this? Cavern. It's not a vanilla biome. Part of a mod. Dennis, I did mention that at this hour, I wanted you to do some wood harvest. So let's get this root and that root. This is from RimWorld mod, not My Little World. My Little Planet only allows you to render smaller globes. So this is 100%, but obviously tiny. RimWorld is the one that introduces the additional biomes. So this is a cavern that is protected from radiation. Where else is there some wood? There's some here. There's one tree. I'm just going to drop it here, which is... because I don't need to bring it all the way. Just close enough that it's inside the walls. Marriage is on. Dang, you have not been dating very long. Rad, you better be Rad about her. Although, you know, she hasn't tried to stab you in the face yet, so... I don't know, it might be a good relationship. This is probably the last tree that I'm going to cut. Hey, Vintro, thank you for the sub and the follow. Welcome. Because it's getting a little bit too late in the day for me to feel safe out here with the wargs on the prowl. Speaking of wargs on prowl, we'll clear that. Alright, there we go. So that's 160 more wood that I didn't have yesterday, which is pretty good. Once these giant roots that I had originally sown actually grow all the way up, that's going to be a ton of productivity. Low stool from being unharvested. Yo, Dennis, that's your job. So here's some additional rad fungus, which we can turn into masks, provided that he's able to actually not botch one. That missing eyeball is rough. Another good task for tomorrow night, or any night, would be to get some additional uranium so I can have more traps. And more turrets. Well, more turrets more than traps. I don't really care about the traps. Guess I need a marriage spot and a party spot. Oh, I wish microelectronics was faster. I guess it could make it faster if no one else has a proclivity towards research. Because, you know, you can have multiple people researching on different benches, but that's not going to help me here. I'm going to mine out a tunnel here because it brings me pretty close to this compacted components. And I'll put a door in there to gain access to that. I'd also probably want to gain access to this steel too. So maybe I won't put the door there. What I will do is add this to the inside zone like this. And build that so that we can travel out. But now that they're asleep, as much as we can while they're down. And then Rhad, you build this wall. Oh, hi! You woke up there. That's super sketchy. Because I walled it off here. Open up a path. Alright, just note to self, keep an eye on giant bugger that wanted to eat me, potentially. I don't know what happened to Techie, but Techie just stopped working down here. There. So now it's enclosed. And then Eli, I want you to mine here, because it looks like there's something hollow back there, and it might get me closer to this steel, which would be great. If not, I can just mine through here to get access to the steel, because my steel is down to 526. I want to get that back up to somewhere a little higher. Oh, double steel! I like. Nice. There'll be plenty of stuff to mine then. 9 in the morning. Gotta be a little careful with Eli. So I'm going to leave this zone now so I don't get eaten. It also gives me some roots. Oh, yeah. Let's add that door as well. Let's annex all of this while we're at it. There's a mole in there, but we'll kill the mole. So, Techie, go build that door. Now, I could still get infestations if I have deep drilling, correct. I don't have infestations because I don't have overhead mountain, but if I deep drilled, that would change. Oh, this should be flicked off. These batteries are nice and full. So yeah, we want to work towards gas mask filters, which includes cloth and steel. So as far as cloth goes, I'll start farming that up a bit more. That would be the Angel Strand. And then this giant annexation down here gives me more cloth to work and to farm on. Actually, all of this. There. Awesome. Sorry, Mole. Right. In terms of home zones, I'm going to redo it all so that we're not cleaning pointlessly again. We definitely didn't clean up everything, but we cleaned up a lot. So for now, it's just going to be mostly external walls and nothing else, so we don't waste any time. I think those are all the external walls. And then adding the research zone in and the bedrooms. Not the new bedrooms, the old bedrooms. Or not the empty bedrooms, but the ones we're using. Drop raids are actually not disabled. They could be a thing. They're not disabled by me. Good shooting. I wish I could zoom out a little bit more, but if I take a look, you can see not there or here. You can see all of the zones that are now controlled by me in this cave. It's a huge swath. I could add more, but I don't have the manpower to exploit any more land. Not really. So I'll leave it for now. It is a lot of shrooms covering a lot of grow zones. How many grow zones do I even have? Let's check. 204 grow zones. Or so. It is a lot. And both Techie and Dennis are helping to sow. And what at 201 should hold, it should hold, I might want to make a Molotov, though. And then replace these walls with stone. So I can burn these corpses up more easily. Burn those corpses up. Yoda streamer cam. Hey, dude. He's looking for peanuts. Don't worry. Give him one for free. Alright, let's get the Molotovs machined. Which is just a little chem fuel, a little cloth, and you have infinite throwable flame. Here we go. This is a very gross task that they just undertook. I'll make it out of limestone, which I think is going to be the best stone for this spot. I don't really have a formal defense. It's something that I've definitely neglected. So I think with that in mind, I'm going to include this in the inside zone and make an effort to get some uranium. So not only is focus on research and defenses as well. I'm going to add defenses to that, trying to get uranium turrets and fireproof walls so that I can protect myself a little bit better. I'm going to have Rhad build this, though. Whoa. Pick that up. Hello, Rhad. Rhad eating my glow shrooms. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Oh, and now I have a big bug in here, too. Oh, goody. Eating the fungus from Yoda's... Yeah, that's a big no. Sorry, Buggy. But you're gonna have to die. You don't get to eat my stuff. I will actually... Butcher creature once any animal, just to butcher the mega spider. Cheers. Make kibble forever out of fungus and insect meat. And then here, the butchery, I will put insect meat. Just so that we don't waste it. Oh, God. Is this... Okay, that does not have insect meat. So over here, the fine meals... Definitely have to designate insect meat as not an ingredient. Oh, I did, but there's 2 of them. That's cute. Yeah. Excuse you. Game's trying to get my people very upset. And then when we make the kibble, just drop it. And then kibble does not belong in here. Okay, done. Not bad. I did have silver, didn't I? Land. Somewhere over here. Yeah, okay. I think I am going to put sterile tiles up here to speed up research speed, because research speed is going real slow, and I'm just going to do everything I can to speed it up. On second thought, I'm going to hold off on that. I'd rather have a dedicated research room that has that, so... There, dedicated research room. Go for it, Eli. I'm surprised they still stripped up the floor, given that I had canceled that priority. A little gung-ho, are you? I'm going to make this a cramped room. Basically the bare minimum for research table and multi-analyzer. I don't even have the ingredients for it, but that's okay. I'll have it be at least rectangular. Alright, Eli, that's on you. When you get around to it. Eli is still a doctor, yeah. So I could make this a jade door. Leave it open. Put the research room near the generator. I was actually thinking of running cables for once. I had a thought in mind for the research room eventually. It does put me at risk of a feedback event, but there'll be a different sort of benefit to it, and you'll see. Because obviously a high-tech research bench is going to require power. But I have that in mind here. Running around sewing. Oh, you should not be constructing. That's not your task. There's another way to power up this room here, and maybe I'll do the other way. I don't know. I'll have to brainstorm it. That's funny. I was trying to get these chunks to be hauled, and they filled them up immediately with something else. Yeah, thank you for explaining the way the different series work. I can say it out loud just so that people understand. So the way these work is that once a month I do a mini-series marathon where I take an idea submitted by the community and I stream it for up to 12 hours. And it replaces whatever normal series I have running on Sundays for that week. So I stream some RimWorld series roughly 3 times a month on Sundays, and then a different series, a mini-series marathon, 1 time a month on Saturdays for 12 hours straight. Alright, at this hour, let's go and get as much uranium as I can. Techie and Eli both are going to be sent down here somewhat to cover each other's backs. So let's forget the steel. And go for the uranium. Ew. We have to see all those corpses. Hey, Dennis. Could you clear up the corpses? Hempingway, thank you for the resub. So I'm going to have them hit 3 apiece, and hopefully get home before animals wake up. It's pretty silly that small creatures like Yerkes and cats make filth. Well, they make, they don't make any more filth than the average person would. So it might seem silly, but they don't produce a lot of filth anyway. Ooh, Psychic Soothe. I'll take that. And Eli hide in room. That's really annoying, given where you were standing. Oh, crud. I was out here too long. Dennis, because it's 8 in the morning, I should have noticed, is becoming eaten by a warg, and he's not even listening to me. Yeah, he's down. He's probably dead. This is why we don't go out during the day. Sorry, Mr. Keith, but you are warg meat now. I will get revenge, though, but that's the best I can do. Thank you, Eli, for basically being the catalyst for that. Much appreciated. Don't worry. Colonist left unburied. We'll get his body. Techie, you're a wimp. Okay, it's slowed. Because oh, nope, you're downed. Keep going for Rhad. One of the funny things is there actually might be an advantage here for raising the threat factor by 30% and just save scumming to get them back. Because I can't even turn on these turrets. Because they're, I don't have a battery nearby. Because I don't have, because Eli decided to, you know, go AWOL, and Rhad's doing a pretty good job dodging. But that's the best I can do. Because this thing moves slower than I do, but not it in the dark. In the dark, it catches me. So I will just stand my ground so that I have to save scum and raise the threat value by 30%. That way we get Dennis back as a 2-for-1. Although my counter's not working. It'd be good if my technology worked. Really? You're gonna crash? Piece of software? More like piece of something else. Hold on. You're gonna hear a Windows alert noise. Ignore it. It's me trying to reboot software that failed on me. Now you're gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So Eli's no longer mental broke, and Dennis is no longer dead. But I'll have to raise the threat value. So, I'll do the threat value in just a second. Eli, you load and haul. Cancel order. Cancel zone. Everybody rally here. Because I think this warg is going to take a chunk out of me. And we'll go to the Storyteller settings, go custom, load losing is fun, and raise to 250. That's not what 250 is. Alright, and the techie, you run the opposite direction. Rhad and Dennis runs this way. What I should do is I should make a priority of getting defenses that are flick on and offable. And I'll be doing that in just a second. I'm just keeping an eye on this warg while Eli walks back. Because I think this is the warg that probably was at fault. So, warg, in this timeline, you are not to blame, but you are to be shot. And now you can understand why I'm so cautious about the time of day and why I've put myself on a nighttime night owl schedule. It's to avoid being warged or bared or whatever. especially given that we're in the dark, so we can't move quickly. And then also, none of us have bionics, so it's not like we could outrun them, even if we could see where we were going. Oh. I didn't mean for... well, this is a problem. I have to save scum, and it has nothing to do with, what the heck? Yeah, there were some bugs with RimWorld. I'm just gonna say ahead of time. So, beware. It refogs. It's one of the reasons why, usually as a rule of thumb, when you propose a scenario suggestion, I require mods to be able to execute your idea, and I didn't do enough, code checking, because RimWorld is there's a lot of bugs with it, and I know where the bugs are, so I can avoid a lot of them, but, you know, just beware if you're trying to replicate this for yourself, because you're going to run into those. And they're pretty funny. So these zones are obviously my grow zones that I just need to enter through the doors to be able to see again. So it's one of those bugs that I can just like play through anyway. All right, we did need power. So I was holding off on this, but I don't think I will anymore. I'm going to run power through the workshop and over to the turrets from the generators over here. So I'll line these batteries up in a way that I can have multiple networks. Tech is going to fail miserably at this construction project, but that's fine, as long as it gets done. And then for us to be able to flick the lights on, I'll just put dead power there, and then run this power up here. So I can power on a research bench. Puppet treats. Here we go. Hey Yoda. Hey Yoda. Hey Yoda. He's doing his corpse impersonation. He's getting up to the age where it kind of freaks me out when he does that. Oh man, this dining room is looking nasty. So let's put that back on home zone as well. It's like the only other room that I really care about, the how clean it is, other than the research room. I created a loop. Yeah, I've created a loop. I'll fix that. If I didn't want the loop, I'd have to have... Well, yeah, the switches are on the wrong side. So I'll just move... I'll put this one there. There we go. And then... once I build that, there we go. There, now it's not looped. We'll move that here and here. Once they're done. So we're nearly at microelectronics, which is probably the biggest research project that we have to do. Microelectronics is going to give us transport pods, which is like the last required tech that we really need. So once we have transport pods, we can start to think about making our way to the AI ship. What nonsense are you hauling? Holy cow. I think I'm also going to put my thumb down and have Rhad quickly make some chem fuel while the biofuel refinery is on. Oops. There we go. There. No, it's not looped. It's one or the other. It's messy, but don't care. It works. Thank you for tuning in to the RimWorld Miniseries Marathon winner for May, Escape the Tomb World, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 21st and May 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this series has since ended, it streams only once. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to all my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and people that turned out to this live stream, as well as viewers like you on YouTube. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or another series on Twitch. Farewell.